Hello and welcome once again to another interesting tutorial. My name is OJ. If this is your first time seeing my video, thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to hit on that subscribe button, like this video, let me know your thoughts on the comment section. And if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for always watching. Today's video is all about this shoulder dart bustier pattern I drafted in one of my last tutorial. The pattern was just there, so I thought of using it to create a style. If you would like to see how I join the patterns together, please watch this video to the end and don't forget to hit on that subscribe button. Enjoy! So this is the pattern, guys. I've already cut it on my fabric. This is for the front. I cut it both sides with the lining and I'm removing the pattern now. So I'm going to go over to my sewing machine and I'm going to join the dart line, right? You can see the way I'm placing it. I've ironed my stay on it and also my wording on the main fabric, and this is also for the lining. This is for the back, guys. For the back, the same thing too. I'm going to remove the pattern and I'll be joining the dart line that we cut, right? If you have not watched the pattern drafting for this video, please, I will leave the link on the comment section so that you can go and watch it. So I'm going to join all of these patterns together, then I'll come back to show you. So guys, after finishing joining the dart line, this is what I have. You can see how beautiful it is, right? So this is it on the inside. So this is what we have. So now, if you like your neckline this way, right, this is just a normal basic neckline. If you want it this way, you can just go ahead to place your lining on top, then turn the neck. But me, I will be folding this into two this way. So I'm going to be changing the neck. The neck depth that we came for the front was 3 inches. So this is our 3 inches, right? Then the shoulder divided by 2 was 8 inches and the neck width was 3 inches. This is the 3 inches. So I want to make the neck width now to be 4.5 inches. I'll mark it here. Then remember our ½ inch for shoulder slope. Our ½ inch for shoulder slope. So I'm going to be coming down ½ inch for the shoulder slope. So I'm just going to maintain this neck depth. So I will just connect this. So when we open this up, this is what we have. I'll be also doing the same thing to the back. So for the back, we make use of 0.75 for the neck depth. So I'm just going to make that to be 1 inches, right? Then the neck width, the same we'll do for the back. The same we'll do for the front. We'll also do the same thing for the back. So we make use of 4.5 inches. So remember, this is 3 inches initially, right? Now, another thing again you need to know is that you place, if you want it, you want your dress to come out accurately, please place it this way to make sure that the armhole is meeting, right? So if your armhole is not meeting, please trim it, right? Just give it a trim. Just place it together, whichever one that is having shortage, the one that is bigger, please trim it to make it to rhyme, right? Then at the side here, also measure it, right? So for my front, I've already trimmed a little bit out of here. So just place it. Remember, we make use of 17 inches for the half length. My half length is 16 inches. I make use of 17 inches so that I will use ½ inch to join it to the down part. The remaining ½ inch, I can, if it's not equal, this line here is not straight, I can just trim it out. So I just give it a little trim so it will not affect anything. Even if after I finish sewing and I find out that it's equal, I will still leave it, right? So after finish trimming it, what I have here, the front is now shorter, so I'm going to remove it from the back. So for the back, this is up to like 1 inch. So my shoulder here is now 6.5 inches, and that's my normal side measurement, 6.5 inches. Then if you want your zip to relax properly at the back, you have to remove 1 inch here. Remember, we have removed ½ inch at the side here when we were drafting on our pattern. So you remove 1 inch too here. I've marked it here. So now I'll use a straight ruler to connect it to where I've marked this neck width here, the side here. So this will be cut off. You can see how bent it is. So by the time you cut this off, it will help your back to relax properly. Your zip will not be puffing up. Hope that is clear. This is what we have. So the same thing I've done to these two now for the back and front, I'll do the same thing to the lining. Then I'll be placing the lining right side face each other on top. then turn the neck, turn the sides, right? Turn the side of each of the panels, then I'll come back to show you. I've already finished sewing it. I'm just going to place them right side face each other this way. Then you can now see that this part here at its rhyme, and this part too it also rhyme. So I'm going to join with my side seam allowance with the front and back on this side here. Then I'm also going to turn the shoulder now. So I'll be using this back one to turn the front. So I'll place it this way, right? Then I will use the lining to turn it to the other side. Then I will be sewing with half inch. I'll do the same thing to this other side as well. Then I'll come back to show you how I'm going to be cutting the down parts. So guys, here is it. After finish joining it, I've also already joined it here. So I'll give it a good press. So now I'm just going to proceed to cut the down parts, and I'm just going to briefly show you how I'm going to be cutting the down parts, right? So I'll measure from this opening at the back to the front, and to the other side opening at the back. And so this is it. Here I have 34 inches, right? So here I have 34 inches. After measuring it, I open it up, then measure it this way. I have 34 inches. So that's what I'm going to be using to cut for the down part. So imagine this is my fabric, right? I can either fold it like this, such as cutting on a triangle, right? So the first layer, I can either fold it like this, then make my waist measurement here, then my length, right, to get my flay. But I want to use another method that will enable me to manage the material, number one, and also to able to control the fullness of the first layer, right? So what I want to do is that on this edge here, so the length of this is going to be, I'm going to be subtracting the 16 inches for the upper part out. So this is the 16 inches. That's my half length. Then I'll measure down to where I want the first layer to stop. And also you can make use of your full gown length. In that way, you will not need a second layer. So here I want the first layer to stop at 40. But here I have 41 inches. This 41 inches, I'll use half inch to join it to the gathers at the down part, and half inch here to join it to the upper part. So in total of what I have the from the shoulder to where the first layer of this flare is going to stop, I have 41 inches at the end, right? So that's the length of this. So if I have to measure this, just this paper alone, I have 25 inches. Then I'm going to be marking on this part here. This will serve as the guideline. I'm going to be marking the waist circumference divided by 4 plus my seam allowance. So my waist circumference divided by 4, then I will add seam allowance of 2 inches or 1.5 inches to join it at the side. So whichever way is fine. So I'll be connecting this straight down. This measurement I have here, I'll be connecting it at the edge here too. So that's what I'm going to be using to block. So here I have 10 inches. So I mark the 10 inches too. Then I'll be using this to block. So this is it. This is what I have. So I'll divide this into three. I'll divide this in 3 places. So this is 1, this is 2, and this is 3. So now I'm going to be slashing this open. So I'll put it on my fabric. I'm going to be spreading this, right? So remember, this is the waist. We maintain the measurements we have here. So this is the part I'm going to spread, right? So I can do the spread by 5 inches. So I'll spread it up to 5 inches. So you can spread it as much as you want, depending on the material that you have. So I'm just going to make use of 5 inches throughout. So when I cut this out, I'm going to cut another long fabric, the width of the down part of this this what you are seeing, the 5 inches that I'm going to spread this with, right? And that will be for the second layer. I'm doing this because I'm working with the fabric that I have, and plus I'm just using this pattern to create something, right? So this is how I've placed it on my fabric, and I've cut. This is for the first part, which is for the front, then I'll use it to cut for the back, and I'm going to show you how it looks on both sides. And I'm also going to cut a long straight one for the down part, which is the third layer now, right? So this is what we have after I finish cutting the pattern on my fabric. This is for the front, the one folded, then the other one is for the back. I have my zipper allowance alongside there. So I'm going to join this together with the upper part. And also don't forget that I have not achieved the full gown length with this panel that I have here, right? I'm going to attach another long fabric to the down part to achieve my full gown length, right? After which I will be attaching it to the upper part. As I've mentioned, I will fix the zip at the back side, and also I will make a little puff sleeve for the sleeve. I have a tutorial on how to achieve a puff sleeve on this channel already. You can check that to watch it. Please don't forget to hit on the subscribe button, because I'm going to show you how it looks on me. What we are focusing on is to use the pattern that we drafted in my last video to create a style, right? And this is what you have if you follow all the process from the pattern drafting to this sewing part as well. This is the result of what I have. You can see how beautiful it looks on me. It's really sit perfectly on me. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to hit on that subscribe button. Let me know your thoughts on the comment section. I will see you in my next one. Bye.